Hi guys, hope you're all well. Welcome back to It's Cooking Good. Today I'm cooking another £1 meal for you and it's going to be ready in under 20 minutes. And it is my Portuguese fish stew. For the stew, we're going to be using salt cod, or bacalhau as it's also referred to. And I buy the salt cod actually from Lidl. They do a really good range there when they have their Spanish or Portuguese week on. And when they do, I rush down there because they normally have this in. It's a range Solamar. If you shop there, you may have seen it. They sometimes do it in bags where you get pieces of bacalhau in there. This time when I went in, it's whole, it's loins or fillets of salt cod, which is absolutely perfect for what I'm doing. I normally rush in there, buy a load, chuck it in the freezer, and then use it as and when needed. But great stuff, and really inexpensive too, and makes a great meal. So let's have a look at the rest of the ingredients. So obviously you're going to need the bacalhau. Also great this stuff if you want to make croquettes or anything like that, which you may have had in sort of a Spanish tapas restaurant or what have you. I've got here 3 potatoes, and all I've done is I've sliced them to about 1 centimetre thick. You're going to need an onion, which has been sliced. I've got 2 red peppers, which have been chopped or sliced quite chunkily there. Here I've got 3 tomatoes, medium-sized tomatoes. All I did is I put a slit in the bottom, poured boiling water over them, took the skin off, squeezed out the seeds, and that's what we're left with, is little pieces of tomato. Perfect. 3 cloves of garlic sliced, a good healthy tablespoon of smoked paprika, a good old bunch of fresh coriander, about 150 millilitres of white wine. We're going to be using about 150 millilitres of olive oil. And here I've got 500 millilitres of vegetable stock. That is it. That's all you are going to need. So I'm just going to move that out of the way. This is how simple this dish is. We're literally going to start with our potatoes, and I'm going to place these just in the bottom of the pan. Just tip them in actually. This dish, as I say, it's going to take under 20 minutes. It's really as long as those potatoes take to cook. I'm then going to go in with the paprika. So I'll save some back because I'll do it in layers. I'm going to put a little bit of the garlic, just a few slices there. I'm then going to go in with our onion, just tip it in, spread it around a bit. Then our peppers. Again, spread them around a little bit there. I'm going to add the rest of that smoked paprika and the rest of our sliced garlic. Perfect. Then going to add tomatoes. Get them in there. You could use tinned tomatoes, absolutely fine. I'll be honest, I had these tomatoes which needed to be used up, and so that's what I've done. I'm then going to go in with our white wine, our stock, and again, I will check on this, but you know, it may need some more water, which is absolutely fine. There's plenty of flavour in there, so it's not going to dilute it. Our olive oil. So as I say, I'm going to probably put in a good 150 ml of olive oil, and our coriander. Just go straight in like so. Just bring that over here. Okay. Let's have a look at this cod. So we'll just cut that open. Let's have a look what we get in here. I haven't used this one before. As I say, I normally buy the actual pieces. It's pre-done. What you get with this salt cod, the flavour is just out of this world. It's much better than, it's a lot stronger flavour almost than regular cod. And it is a bit chewier, but it's a really lovely texture. It's just firmer all round because obviously it's been treated with salt and air dried. It really is delicious. So I'm just going to plonk the fish on the top there. This has got the skin on it, it's fine because it will come off once we're done. So just put that in there like that. Okay, so that's all there is to it. All that's left for us to do is cook it. So I'll see you over at the hob. Let's get cooking. Okay, so I've got this over the heat. I'm just going to put a little bit of black pepper on. I'm not going to season with any salt because the cod is very salty. We've got the stock cube in there, but I can test for seasoning afterwards. And we're going to leave that until it comes up to the boil, and then we're going to reduce it down to the simmer. Put a lid on it. See you in a minute. Okay, so we're up to a boil, so I'm going to turn that down now, just so it's simmering. And then I'm going to come back to it in about 10 minutes. That fish will be done. I'll take it out and then flake it off and then return it to the pan. So I'll see you then. Okay, so we're actually at 8 minutes now. And I think that fish is ready to come out. I don't want it to break apart in there. I want to do it myself and put it back in with all the gubbins that I'm pulling out as well. Because this fish does have bones in it. The benefit of buying it when it's already pre-chopped, as I said earlier, is it doesn't have the bones in it. It's all been done for you. So that is the downside to this, but it's all good. It will all be worth it. I'll put that lid back on and we'll just keep that going. I'll take this off the bone and we'll put it back in a second. Okay, so all flaked up. Get some great, lovely, look at these lovely big flakes of cod. So that's all going to go back in now. Chuck it back in there. All the other gubbins that we took out with it. Just give it a good stir in. And now I can stir it around a little bit just because those potatoes, I need to be able to check those potatoes. They still feel a little bit firm. So we are now 10 minutes into the cook. I reckon probably about another 8 minutes and we will be done. We'll come back to you then. Okay, guys, I think we are done. I'm just going to check. There's a potato there. Let's just check it. I want it still with a little bit of a bite to it, but I don't want it, you know, obviously I don't want it falling apart. That feels perfect to me. Peppers, perfect. Happy with that. We are ready to go. So I'll see you over at the bench. Let's give it a try. Okay, so let's give it a go. Let's take the lid off. Let's see what we ended up with. It looks good. We know the potatoes have still got some firmness to them. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a slotted spoon. I want to get all those goodies out first. And just lay them in there. Just get a bit more potato. Look at that. Got those lovely bits of cod in there. And then we'll just get some of the juice as well. Some of that lovely soup, if you will. And there we have it. Right. Where do I start? Okay, well, I want to try a bit of this cod. It's flaked up nicely. Look, we've got some lovely bits. It looks very, very hot. It smells delicious. So, I have to blow a little bit. That is very good. Very good indeed. The cod has got, as I said earlier, it's not like normal cod. It's got a sort of chewiness to it. It's hard to explain. And that probably sounds a bit awful, but it is really, really nice. It's just a lot firmer. That's probably the better word. The potatoes, great. I need a little bit more of that cod. And I'll have a little bit of pepper as well. Let's go in there. There we go. And the coriander really does give it a great flavour. It's not that traditional, I'll be honest, coriander. I've seen lots of people make this in lots of different ways. Some people put hard-boiled eggs in it. Other people put black olives in it. There's loads of different ways to make it. I like mine with some coriander, the peppers, all the goodies you saw me put in, all the fixings. Let's have a look. That is excellent. The paprika's coming through, the garlic, all of the flavours, they're coming through. Absolutely fantastic. Guys, give this one a go, especially if you're a little shopper. You can pick this stuff up whenever they do their Spanish or Portuguese week. Pick some up, give it a try, or make some croquettes, as I said at the beginning of this video. Really appreciate you watching through to the very, very end. If you're new to the channel and you're not subscribed, please click the watermark below or the subscribe button. It would be much appreciated. If you've got a recipe you'd like me to cook, please send it through and I'll cook it for you. All the details of this recipe will be down below in the description as always. And all that's left for me to say is, it's cooking good.